In this section of tutorial, we're going to take a look at modeling this character. Now, this is an introductory tutorial to head and body modeling, but after you do this tutorial, you should be able to take what you learn from this and model even more advanced characters. We won't be taking this particular character into ZBrush in this tutorial, but we will in future tutorials. I will have some for you on how to set up a character in ZBrush. Now, this character is akin to something that would be in like a Nintendo Wii or Wii U game. It's very low in polygons, yet when you hit the 7 key on your keyboard in Maya, you can see he's got a pretty interesting silhouette. And that's kind of what you want to get with any character. You don't want to have any unnecessary geometry. You want clean lines and a very good looking silhouette on your character. So the first thing we need is a concept for this character to model from. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and open up Photoshop to show you the concept. So this is the concept we're going to be working from. I have a very simple character in the T-pose. Here's his side view, 3/4 view, and back. This should be more than enough information for us to model from for this simple character. Now, the first thing I want to do before I bring this into Maya is go to Image and go down to Image Size. You can see that the width of this is 2000 pixels by 664 pixels high, or 27.778 inches by 9.222. We're going to need the width and height information from the document size section to carry over into Maya. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, right click and copy it. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and open Maya, a clean scene in Maya. Now that I'm in Maya, what I want to do is I want to create an image plane that's the exact dimensions of the height and width that are in Photoshop. So I'm going to hold the spacebar down and right click on the word Maya and go to the front view. And now that I'm in the front view, and I can tell by looking at where it says front here, I'm just going to go ahead and go to Create Polygon Primitives, Plane. And I'm just going to drag out a plane here. Now, so that it's not transparent, I'm going to hit the 6 key. And I'm going to hit on Polyplane 1. And in the width section, I'm going to paste the width that we saw earlier. So I'm just going to go ahead, in the width section here, and I'm going to paste it. Now for height, I'm going to click in there and I'm going to switch over to Photoshop. And I'm going to copy this 9.22 where it says height. And then where it says height here, I'm going to paste that in there and hit enter. Oops, let's go do that again. Now I'm going to click on my plane and hit W and kind of move it up above this black line. That's my grid line there. I'm actually going to mess with my grid a little bit here. It's a little big because it's set to grid settings. So I'm just going to go to display grid options here. And for grid lines I'm just going to go ahead and do every 100 just so I can space those out a little bit better. Okay. The next thing I want to do is apply the image that I have saved earlier. I'm going to right click, go to Assign New Material. And I'm just going to select a Lambert with no specularity. Now for the Lambert's name, I'm just going to name it Leo_reference. I'm going to click Color. And I'm going to click File. I'm going to go ahead and click this folder and I'm going to navigate to my image. For you, go ahead and take some time. I'm going to pause the video and navigate to it here and then just hit Open. Now what you notice is the image doesn't sit properly on the plane. So what we have to do is we have to unwrap this image so that it fits right. Well, a neat trick is if you go to face mode and you select this image, what we want to do is we want to map it onto the axis that's pointing off of the face normal. The face normal is this angle here. So you can see here we have the Z axis. I'm just going to shift right click, go down to mapping, and go to planar mapping Z. And I'm going to right click, go to object mode. You can see here that we have it perfectly unwrapped. So that's the end of this video on setting up our image plane. What we're going to do in the next video is we're going to go ahead and create the side view image plane and begin to model.